Hello, everybody. This is Myster Lemba. Welcome to the Myster Lemba channel. I know it is long overdue, but I'm back with one of my traditional, original, homemade videos, speaking to my brothers. So gather around. It's time to talk. Today's knowledge that I'm going to drop is called How to Determine If You Have a Spine. How to determine if you have a spine. Now, gather around, because this is about to get real. You see, a lot of you brothers out here have issues with your women. Your woman is driving you crazy. She runs you, or at least she tries, because somewhere along the line, another man before you, or you yourself, have given her a bad habit. A habit that told her that she was your boss. It's a habit that got her to feel that she can tell you how to breathe and when to breathe. But I'm here to tell you, it's probably your fault. Not your fault in the sense that you just told her, hey babe, please, walk all over me. But it's in your behavior and in your character. And I'm going to teach you how to fix that so you don't have to worry about that problem again. But in order for you to fix that, you're going to have to run a test on yourself to see if you have a spine. It's not the x-ray that you might be thinking about. It's not the medical kind. It's really looking deep inside you and looking for your fears and your denials and things that you do and see, are you giving off this information to your wife, to your fiance, to your girlfriend? The women that you want, are you telling them that you don't have a spine? Well, let's find out. The first test to see if you have a spine is, are you afraid to lose her? Alright? Now that seems weird, but a lot of you brothers are afraid to lose your woman. If you are afraid to lose her, you will be miserable. I'm telling you this right now. The majority of women are not fair. Now, this is not a bash on any woman. If you're not a woman that bash that's unfair to men, then it doesn't apply to you. But men know what I'm talking about. And that's why in this channel I speak to my brothers only indirectly. Everybody else is welcome to listen if you want to. You're welcome to comment if you want to. But a lot of you brothers are afraid to lose your woman. Well, let me tell you something my father once told me. Is she afraid to lose you too? I have the other part. One time I told him, well, I love her. And my father told me, well, does she love you too? Because if she does love you, she should be behaving in a way that shows it. But we know many of our women are not afraid to lose you as their man. Actually, it's not because you're not a good man. Half the time our women do not know how to read a quality man when they're holding on to him. So they behave as if they were holding on to any junkie that they found anywhere off the streets. They don't recognize gold from fecal matter. They can't tell the difference. So you have to set the standards. And I'm here to teach you this, and you will know if you have a spine or not. Because if you are afraid to lose her, you can never set her straight. You can never set the standards. You can never draw the line. Because you are afraid she might leave you. Think about it. When your boss knows you won't leave the job, He mistreats you. She mistreats you. When your boss know you need this job and you have no other income source, they treat you worse. That's why sometime in every job, the kiss ass get mistreated the most. Because the boss figures if you're kissing their butt, there must be a reason and they know you're desperate. The same applies with your children. Your children can sense fear. If your children know that you're afraid of something, they will use it to get their way. Now, if your children know you're afraid of mommy, they will promise to tell mommy things, and you're going to have to pay them so they may keep quiet or do what they want. Good old extortion from your own kids. See, the problem is a lot of you brothers have lost your spine. Some of you guys never had it. You were raised by women who taught you the wrong things concerning the game. And I hate to call it game because I consider the family a great thing. But getting with many women nowadays involve game. And sadly, a lot of you brothers think if you let her walk all over you and you lay down and let yourself become her doormat and tell her how you cannot live in this world without her, how you cannot imagine an existence without her. You believe if you do that, then she will stay. Then she will love you. Then she will treat you with respect and honor you as the head of the family, the head of the household, and her leader. Now, understand what I'm saying when I say leader. There is a difference between leader and ruler. You're not her ruler. You're her leader. The reason why most women have a problem with men leading, they assume that means ruler. Okay. But that's another subject for another time. I just brushed up on it real quick. You cannot be afraid to lose your woman. You must let her know it's going to be this way or she can leave. Because at the end of the day, women do not find it sexy when you are afraid to leave them. That's a sign of neediness. Women don't like needy, whining, crying, weak men. And you're creating your own hell by letting her do whatever she wants because you are afraid to lose her. Sometimes she's just busting your balls. She is testing you. And you're failing this test over and over again because instead of standing up for yourself, you're buying flowers and apologizing to her when she is wrong. And this woman is reading this as only one way. If he won't stand up for himself, how is he going to stand up against someone with a gun when I need protection? How is he going to stand up against a home invader when our children are inside the house? If he is too afraid to stand up against me, who is just testing him, you really can't blame her. Now, I'm not excusing the bad behaviors of women. I am teaching you how not to sit there and take it like a moron. The next thing to determine if you lack a spine. Alright? You let her get what she wants. You let her get her way. Now, this is very similar to you're afraid to lose her. But sometimes you may not consider yourself that way. But a lot of you guys are letting your woman get what she wants. You're under the happy wife, happy life. Don't do that. If you're unhappy about something, let her know. If she's wrong, tell her no. It's that simple. It doesn't matter if she throws a fit, if she complains, or if she doesn't want to have sex because of it. Don't have sex. So be it. so be it. You know, don't have sex. And you never go on the couch. It's your bed too. She just have to deal with it. If we are together as husband and wife, or let's say you're living with your girlfriend or your girlfriend's living with you. I prefer married couples, but we understand the situation of modern times. It's your bed too. There is no such thing as we're so angry where we can't even stand to lay next to each other. No, that's immaturity. And any woman who actually likes that idea of you sleeping on the couch is an immature brat that needs to grow up. I'm giving you real straightforward knowledge here. And you guys know me, that follows me, the Myster Lemba channel, that's how it is. I'm raw like that. I'm going to give it to you the way you need to hear it to strengthen yourself as a man so you may strengthen your women, your children, so we may have that stronger black family we talk about all the time here. Because a lot of you guys are going through a lot of trouble with your woman because you lack a spine. So this is how you determine if you have a spine. The first step is, are you afraid to lose her? If you are, you're lacking a spine. Because when that's the case, you can never stand up to her and let her know what you don't like and what you like. Because you're afraid she might leave you. The second part is, you let her get her way. You let her get what she wants all the time. You're into happy wife, happy life. You don't have the money, you prefer to kill yourself working OT just so she can paint the bedroom purple, black, and pink. Even though it is stupid, it makes no sense, you will not put your foot down because you are afraid of wife. And I have news for you. Women don't like men that are afraid of them. You're going to end up drying the pussy up faster than the Sahara Desert. Stand up and be a man. Claim your spine back. Stand up, look in the mirror, and say, I'm taking my spine back. I'm taking my manhood back. And believe it. Mean it and be relentless about it. Like a KKK member says, we're taking America back. I know. I'm just being foolish now. But yeah, they do say that. Take your spine back. Now, the other part is, the third part. You are afraid to speak your mind. Now, all of these three steps seem very similar. You're afraid to lose her, you let her get her way, and you're afraid to speak your mind. That's because they really work closely together. You are afraid to speak your mind because why? You're afraid she won't have sex tonight? That's a sign of a weak man. I need you to be a strong man. How many of you guys had a woman test you like this? She tells you, pick whatever you want to eat. I'm going to eat what you want to eat. Whenever you make the decision, she never agrees with it. And if you do make a decision, she spends the entire time doing that dinner complaining about how horrible the food is. So she's doing two things. It's either she's overriding your decision or making you miserable you ever took that decision. She's testing your spine. Some women just don't like a man to have a spine, even though they'll be turned off by him, but they're not really testing you. They just want to step on you whenever they have the chance to. Don't let them. This is how you know whether or not you have a spine, because a lot of you brothers are spineless men. If she doesn't like your decision, too bad. Now, I'm not saying do not ask your woman her opinion. She may co-pilot sometimes. But if she couldn't make a decision, you make one and you stand by it. This is very similar to my video, how not to act like a woman. But some of you brothers, it's beyond that. You're just spineless. You're just spineless. Some of you brothers have no spine. You cannot stand up for yourself. You come home, you're done dealing with your boss from work, and you have your bigger boss at the house. You think it's cute because you were raised by mommy only and mommy couldn't teach you how to be a man. You're used to a woman telling you what to do all the time. But guess what? She's not your mother. Some of you guys grew up with a stepfather or grew up with a father. But your father was a simp. He was soft. Mother ran the house. So from father to your older brother and any other male figure that was in the house, everybody bowed their head to mom. Well, for you as a son, that's fine. That's your mother. But when it comes to your woman, you're supposed to lead her. Claim your spine back. I need you brothers to have a spine, because I realize if I'm talking to spineless brothers, you're going to watch these videos and you're going to keep going about your way because you don't see how you're going to apply what I'm teaching you. Some of you just want to hear me go in on the women. Oh, I got videos for that coming. But right now, I got to teach you. When I go in on them, it's not to bash them, it's to teach you which ones to stay away from. But this is how to determine if you have a spine. Are you afraid to lose her? If you are afraid to lose her, you're lacking a spine. Do you let her get what she wants? If you always let her get what she wants, no matter how illogical it may be, you are lacking a spine. Strike 2. And strike 3. If you are afraid to speak your mind, if you are afraid to even tell your woman that you want to have sex, you're lacking a spine. If you're just trying to buy flowers just because you want to have sex, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with buying flowers, but if that's the only reason you're buying them because today you're in the mood and you're hoping that's what gets her in the mood, you're lacking a spine. If you're spending money you don't have and you can't tell her, no, we need to be on a better budget because we're going broke, you're lacking a spine. And she will lose respect for you because of that. A lot of you brothers are lacking a spine. And I think it is time that we say this. I think it is time that it is spoken. Learn from this video. So what's the solution? Don't be afraid to lose her. Because I always give you solutions. I don't just give you the problems. That's what separates me from many other channels on YouTube. Myster Lemba is your real brother. I'm here for you. If you have 4 brothers, make it 5. I'm your brother. If you don't have any brothers, you got one now. I'm here for you. I'm here to teach you to be better men. Because once we can fix the head of the family, we can fix the family. So let's reverse that. Okay? Don't be afraid to lose her. You give her what's right. If she is not willing to go with it, you have to let her go. Number 2, don't always let her get her way. If what she's doing is illogical, then it's a no. Number 3, and most importantly, don't be afraid to speak your mind. You want sex, you want sex. You want food cooked, you want food cooked. You want to eat out less, you want to eat out less. You're not sending your kids to this program, we're not sending the kids to this program. You don't like how she's dressed, I don't like how you're dressed. You're gaining weight, you're gaining weight. I'm not saying to be insensitive and a mean, arrogant man. But you need to speak your mind. Be straightforward with your woman. Claim your spine back. And after I just reverse all of this, if you have all of these steps in reverse, like I just did, then you are a man with a spine. So stay tuned for the rest of my videos, because I have some deeper teachings coming. This is how you determine if you have a spine. Stop letting women walk all over you, castrating you. Be a man. You didn't take a knee to propose to her so you may stay in that position the entire union. Stand up and lead her. Be a man. Myster Lemba out.